Hello, my name's Kai. I'm the current UK pandemic co-champion, and I thought I'd make a little pandemic strategy guide for YouTube, since there's not really any good ones out there that I could see. So this is a guide on how to beat the game on the harder settings, 6 epidemics, virulent strain. Um, yeah, it's not a how to play, these are the rules. I'm going to assume that you know all the characters and what they can do. And yeah, so I'm just going to play a random game and hopefully beat it and just talk about my thinking, and hopefully you can learn a thing or two. Okay, so this is my name and my sister. Okie doke. All right, so we got quite a strong pairing, I would say. That's my first thought. We've got one treater, the quarantine specialist, and one curer, the researcher. So we're strong in both, strong and well balanced in both kind of facets of winning the game. All right, okay. Let's have a look at the setup. All right, okay. So what have we got? Okay, that's a little bit ridiculous. I'll actually restart this. That's too strong a starting hand. Okay, that's a shame. Had a good chance of winning that one, but you would have had less to teach us. Okay, right, okay. This one's more interesting as we don't have a balanced skill set. We've got two curers. Treating could be difficult. Right, we'll see. All right, okay. Okay, so it's quite strong starting hands again. Let me just show you the whole board. So we've got those threes. That's the first thing I'm looking at. Right. So the first thing I'm noticing is that blue is very quiet. Black is also pretty quiet once I can get to Riyadh and take those 3 cubes off. So the first thing I'm thinking of, well, the second thing I'm thinking of is what diseases I want to cure in what kind of order. And priority is yellow and red, which, looking at our starting hands, is quite fortunate. But yeah, basically curing yellow and curing red, that will really help. You know, get on top of the game, and yeah, and not so that I'm not drowning in cubes. Okay, so I want to cure yellow and red, so I'm going to preserve those cards, which kind of means that the scientist's blue card and the archivist's a black card. I'm going to treat those as disposable for now, but I'm going to preserve the yellows and the reds. So the next thing is, how do I get these threes? And again, it's quite a fortuitous game because the threes are quite within reach. Scientists can walk to Miami and get those onto Lima on their next turn, and the archivist can fly to Riyadh via Delhi, which is his disposable card. So this is all looking quite good. By the third turn, by the scientist's second turn, I should have got all 3 threes. I think no reason not to be thorough. Right now, I'm just thinking what happens if the scientist picks up her fourth yellow right now. Where do I want to be in that situation? I'll have to make a decision then between curing and diffusing Lima, which is interesting. Okay. I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to get Lima first. This way I'm moving in towards the research station. I'm kind of expecting that at some point soon the scientist is going to get her fourth yellow and cure. So yeah, moving in towards the research station makes sense. We'll see how this goes. Okay, that's good. All right, okay, so yellow is... Got a plan for yellow. Okay, so right now I'm torn between should he diffuse Riyadh or should he diffuse Miami? I'm thinking about if I can cure yellow imminently. Well, I am going to cure yellow pretty soon. It would be good if I could eradicate it. So I'm wondering if I diffuse Miami and stop Miami exploding. That would be quite advantageous. Yeah, it's a bit of a toss up. Okay, I'm going to do this. Right. Okay, so taking a chance on Riyadh exploding. Okay, so scientist is all set to cure yellow on her turn, which is great. And then I've got these 3 yellow 2s that hopefully I can mop them up and eradicate. I've got 1 iron eradicating. I'm not gonna... Oh, okay, that makes it harder. Alright, okay, so this cure, I've not really had to do anything. It's kind of fell into my hand. Okay, so another curing event. So I'm strong on the curing in this game. And yeah, we'll see if that helps me to be on top of curing everything, treating everything. Okay, there go my eradication dreams. Chronic Effect is not a great virulent strain card. The good news, I've just noticed the Archivist picked up Riyadh, which is gonna let me hop between these 2 cities now. So Khartoum is what I'm afraid of. Now that it's turned into a 3 because Lagos blew. So I'm gonna have to burn Riyadh. So that'll let me diffuse 2 3s. Okay, alright, okay. So red is the next thing that I want to cure. Okay, so Manila has just turned into a 3. Beijing is gonna follow it. Yeah, I've got a lot of 2s that are gonna turn into 3s, which is not It's not a happy situation. I'm coming over here with the scientists. I am thinking building a research station on Taipei, which is a good research station, and it'll be a good place for the archivist to go and retrieve and then instantly cure when he's ready, when he's got his fourth red. So that's why I'm sending her down in this direction. Yeah, Manila's also a bad outbreak, so given how connected it is to other red cities with cubes on. So that's okay. That was ones into twos. I don't mind that. Okay. Right. I am going to think carefully now. Obviously I'm going to get Lagos. Or I want to get Lagos. The other thing I want to do is be in a position to cure red if the archivist should pick up a red card. Or alternatively, okay. So the scientist has two now, Manila and Taipei right next to each other. So I've noticed that, I could do this crazy move. Got one action left. Could take the card or treat a cube. Scientist builds a research station on Taipei, gives him Manila. He can cure red. So I can guarantee the curing of red if I wanted to, but I'm not going to be that gung-ho. Gotta have some respect for the game and its ability to kill you. And I'm right next to a 3 of the virulent strain, so got to respect the game a bit more. Okay, so now I think that rules out him curing unless... Oh yeah, okay, so if he picks up a fourth red... Okay, so research station on Manila or Taipei, he needs to be within 2 cities. If he can do walk, retrieve the card, cure, then he's in a... Yeah, he's poised to cure red. So if I'm here, I think this does it. Okay, so if the scientist puts a research station on Manila, okay, fingers crossed here, because this will work out really nicely if I can cure red here. I'm also just realised I'm ignoring the re-examined research card. That's going to make it a lot easier now that I think about it. Okay, this is good news. I can see what's going to happen here. Yes, very good news. Right. Okay, so he's not picked up a fourth red. That's okay. There's a 3 over there. That's also okay because the scientist can burn Taipei to get there. Right, okay, so that accomplishes 2 things. I've burned Taipei for Archivist to get via re-examined research, and he can get the other one, Manila, just by retrieving it via his special ability. Okay, so there's a nice mix of pushing for cures, but also diffusing the 3s at the moment. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and cure with this guy. I'm going to have a discarding decision to make here. And it seems like there's nothing... So yeah, so he's on 8, his current hand limit. Does he discard blue or black? I'm going to... So one of them is going to burn a black, I think, to get over and diffuse Riyadh. Quite possibly. Cairo, Tehran. So Cairo is a good card. What else do I have in here? I've got two blacks in there already. Delhi's not that easy to retrieve. Riyadh is quite easy to retrieve. Okay. This is a very marginal decision. It's why I'm deliberating so much. Okay, so I'm looking at where we are in the game, and we're actually overdue an epidemic. So I should have a look at the cities that have come down. So looking at these 4 red cities that have come down, also the cities that haven't come back, because I can basically ignore them for a while. Beijing has not come back. Bangkok has not come back. These 4 twos have. Really, I'm going to be wanting to mop up these 2s, especially if they're going to turn into 3s soon. Scientist. So Lima's not come back. Okay, that's quite significant. Scientist is going to get Mexico City and... Okay, so I'll ignore Lima. I'll probably mop up Chicago as well. Either come and cure Atlanta or Manila. And... Okay. Right, okay. My decision is that I'm going to keep Cairo to fly over to Riyadh, which means that I'm going to be burning one of his blacks. So I'm going to toss the other one of his blacks. Retrieve Taipei to cure. And is this a good idea? The alternative is I find a way to fly over with the blue cards and then I retrieve all the black cards that are down there. Which does get into... Okay, let's be gung-ho. I'm going to change my mind. I'll discard that. On his next turn, I can get over here and retrieve and or diffuse via Washington. Just spotted a way to do that. Okay, so curing red. So plan at the moment is for the scientist to go for blue and the archivist to go for black. Okay, so I'm expecting an epidemic now just because I'm looking at the 36. Just counting the cards, which is something I recommend that you learn how to do. Expect an epidemic every 8 or 9 cards on this difficulty. So okay, that's actually quite lucky. He's picked up a 3rd black, which fits into my plans nicely. SNA. Okay, I need to be careful here. I basically think that epidemic card came at the bottom of a stack. Sorry, so the second stack with the epidemic card in. I actually think I'm entering a new stack of cards now with a new epidemic card, which could come at any moment. And I've got a fair amount of things that I've got Essen and Riyadh to blow up. Obviously, imminently. But I've also got these two reds, which, if I were to draw an epidemic card immediately now, then that will get very, very messy. I'm not thinking about burning Essen to defuse Essen because I want to win this game quite quickly. And my plan to win it is for her to cure blue. Right. So the question is whether I take a chance on Ho Chi Minh, on not drawing the top card, Epidemic now, which would be Utter Carnage in red. So this kind of ties the Archivist's hands. I definitely have to get these red cubes on his turn, if not the Scientist's. Yeah, and this chronic effect is really annoying me because I'll take these two yellow cubes off here in Mexico, but they'll come straight back as twos. Having said that, I can't ignore them because, look, they're connected. It's the virulent strain. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna be efficient and treat the cubes that are immediately to hand. I think. So I did intend to play faster than this, so I'll get a move on. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to hover around this area and hoover up cubes with the Scientist and then hopefully cure one of two things. Okay, I've just spotted another advantage. If she picks up a blue now, I can go and retrieve Chicago with the Archivist, and we could get a move on with curing blue. Okay. No luck that time. Okay, so these two have exploded. I kind of let them explode. The reason why I let them explode, I suppose, was because they're not really connected. There's no double outbreak potential. Right. So, back to my plan of winning the game. So there's Riyadh and Delhi in there. Right, okay, I'm going to get these off. I think that just has to be done. Okay, I'm kind of assuming that those 6 cubes, those 2 cities are done for the rest of the game now. If they have time to build up and explode, then if I've not won the game by then I'm not going to win the game. I think it's safe to say. Interesting. Okay. I think I better do something about all these 3s in Europe and the Middle East now. So the cards that the scientist has disposable are Miami and Sao Paulo, and arguably Algiers and Moscow. If The thing is, she's not far away from curing blue or black. She could pick up black cards as well. I kind of want to keep Miami in hand because Miami will come back and Mexico City will turn back into a 3. Yeah, this is I'm at a, I need to be careful kind of stage in the game, so I'm kind of weighing different threats against each other. Right. I've had 2 epidemics. I'm actually back in epidemic territory. Yes. Okay, so I think I need to focus on these 7 cards and the ones that can come back, which includes 4 different 3s. Yeah, I need to definitely focus on that. The nightmare situation is Mexico City coming back and turning into a 3. Once I've left it, but it's quite a reasonable chance of that happening. Okay, I'm not going to burn Miami. Right, I'm going to nail my colours to the mast. That she's going to not go for black. She's going to diffuse Istanbul, which is the worst of the black 3s. She's going to build a research station on Algiers so that the Archivist can come over and get it when he's ready and cure there. That's my current plan. Okay. And what I'll also do, since I actually don't need her 4th move to take an extra 1 off Istanbul, I'm going to move him to here. You remember how I was living in fear of Mexico City coming and turning into a 3? Now he's poised to get Sydney and Mexico City on his next turn. Right, so I'm deviating a whole lot from the plan. My plan to come over to black and cure. Maybe that was a bit naive. Right, another epidemic and an event, which is cool. Atlanta doesn't bother me too much. Okay. Right, so my outbreak counter is steadily creeping up now. Atlanta's not blown and Riyadh's not blown. So he definitely has to go and get Atlanta. What I'm considering is, should he get Manila first? Yeah, also, is there a possibility of getting Riyadh? So getting Riyadh and Atlanta, but I think that's not possible. I'll show you what I mean. If I was to play Borrowed Time, which I think I'm going to do anyway, could go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the last. Okay, so that doesn't work. So Riyadh is probably doomed. What I'm going to focus on is being ready to get over there and cure. Yeah, as expected. Okay, so all my 3s have already exploded. I'm not expecting an epidemic until not this pickup, possibly next one. Right. Istanbul has not turned into a 3 yet. Istanbul is due, so I think I'm just going to have to do this. Kind of got the next few moves planned out, I think. So hopefully this is gonna start to move a bit quicker. Okay, where are my blue cards? Game. No. Right, Mexico City is back. That's the one that troubles me the most. Don't have slippery slope, but just big escalation potential in that area. I may have to delay my winning the game ambitions again. I'm not close to curing blue, so I can make a push for black now. I was going to build a research station with a scientist on Algiers for him to get Riyadh now and retrieve it, because Riyadh is in there, and then he could do walk to Algiers, retrieve and cure on his next turn after this one. But that's not gonna. I'll be dead by then with Mexico City and another epidemic possibly. So I'm gonna have to just put that plan on hold. Right, okay, similar plan. Next turn, hopefully, I'll go over via Washington. Treat and retrieve. Okay. Alternatively, if she puts the research station on Algiers, then he might be able to cure if he picks a 4th black up now. Okay, we'll see. Alright, okay, so, this is not really going to plan. I think I can safely discard Sydney. I don't think that's gonna come back to 3 in this game. Yikes. Right, so quite a big infection discard pile this time around. Thankfully, there's not too many 3s, but I can't afford too many of them. Yeah, typically when a game starts to kind of deviate from your plans like this, it means you're going to lose it. So I've got I've got 3 3s that I need to defuse, and an imminent 4th epidemic, whole load of yellow cards, which not particularly useful at the moment. So I can defuse Beijing or Osaka, and I think I'm going to have to. I don't like leaving Essen as a 2. I don't like burning the Essen card either. I could switch to build a research station. And I could switch to the scientist going for black, or even the archivist going for both. I don't think I have that much time. I basically need her to start picking up these blue cards. Yeah, I don't sense I have that much time. Right. Right, I'm going to play absolute defense, I think, and let the cards sort themselves out. You know, which one of them cures blue or black. If either of them, I think I'll just go into pure defense mode for now. So I will. So I've taken both cubes off Essen. What I was looking at and what I noticed was that only 3 more epidemics to come, so it can only come 3 more times since it's come this epidemic. So it can come back and turn into a 3. That's fine. It's done for the rest of the game now. Likewise, Beijing is done for the rest of the game. I'll get Osaka, that'll be done for the rest of the game. And the archivist is going to get Riyadh and retrieve Riyadh. That's my thinking. How I'm going to cure blue, it remains to be seen. Okay, so she's well on her way to curing yellow 2 1/4 times. Just which of these useless yellows to discard first, really. Oh dear. Usually a late epidemic is quite good news. In this instance, it's just meant a whole load of 2s turning into 3s. I was quite enjoying ignoring Lima, for example. Sao Paulo, I'm not even sure if... Okay. Yeah, Sao Paulo and London. Those cities are actually new cards. But there's been overflow cubes, so they've turned from 2s into 3s, which is a nightmare. So at this stage, I'm looking at, do I have any events left that can possibly save me? To which the answer is, I've got 1. Alright, okay, so this is not looking good. Yeah, I'm going to die on outbreaks. I'm sad to say. I had some hopes for this game. It was going well for a while. The question is, do I get Miami before I leave it? I'm going to say no, because I think I need every turn going to get actual 3s. Another thing here is that in this next epidemic, because it's coming late, it could be that only half of these current cities come back. So if I'm lucky with what comes down, there's good 18 different cities there. Yeah, they're going to come 4 at a time, so that's... Is it 4 or... I can't remember. Oh, it's only 3. So if I'm lucky, the right ones will come. But I'm just in survival mode now. Look at this. He's got 4 blues and 4 blacks. I think if the scientist had picked up these blues, I would be winning the game now. Alas. Yeah, I'd see. He's so close to curing blue and black, but I don't even have a plan for him to cure either. Okay, that's another three. So he can get that. Okay, so the Archivist has Baghdad, so he can get Sao Paulo and Baghdad. Um, Osaka is going to take 3 moves to get to. I think I'm going to have to be more efficient than that. I'm just going to have to pray that Osaka doesn't come back. Although it is a nice one to get all the cubes off. Okay, let's get all the cubes off. Right. Yeah, I'm in all sorts of trouble here. How did she pick up so many yellows? 6 in here already. Okay, okay. Okay, well that's the end of that. So didn't go to plan. Um, it was always going to be a bit of an uphill task with these two. If things didn't go to plan, and I had a bit of adversity, I think, when I just needed her to pick up the blues. Yeah, it didn't work out. I will save the post-mortem for now. Right, okay, well, this was how to win on heroic. Not quite as promised, but I hope you enjoyed and picked up a few things nonetheless.